Take the deadliest hunters that ever lived, the ones with the teeth, the claws, the crown. Now look around. They're gone. Every dynasty of apex predators this planet ever built has collapsed, at least once. But something watched all of them fall, something you could end with one shoe, and it is still here. We call the lion, the shark, the eagle, apex, top of the chain. But top and survivor are not the same word, and this insect is the proof. It has never been apex. It hunts nothing. It rules nothing. It spends its entire life being eaten. And yet, by the only test that actually matters, still being here, it has outlasted every apex predator that ever looked down on it. So which one did nature really favor? Hold that question. The answer changes what the word strong even means. You've heard cockroaches are 300 million years old. That's not quite true, and the truth is stranger. 320 million years ago, in the coal forests, there were insects that looked almost exactly like the roach in your kitchen. Scientists call them roachoids, but they weren't cockroaches yet. They still laid their eggs one by one, out in the open soil. The cockroach you'd actually recognize, the one that locks its eggs inside a hard little armored case, doesn't appear until the age of the dinosaurs, around 115 million years ago. So the cockroach itself isn't ancient. Its blueprint is. Evolution sketched a design so good, it barely touched it again for 1/3 of a billion years. And it needed that blueprint, because it lived through the worst days Earth has ever had. 252 million years ago, the Great Dying. 9 out of every 10 species on Earth, gone. The roach lineage walked through it. 66 million years ago, the asteroid that ended the dinosaurs, it torched the forests and blotted out the sun. The roach lineage walked through that too. Think about what that means. Whatever killed the giants, the cold, the dark, the starvation, the cockroach simply ate it, waited it out, and kept breeding in the dark. It didn't beat the apocalypse by being tougher than a dinosaur. It beat it by needing almost nothing to live. Look at how it's built. Remove its head, and it does not die. It breathes through tiny holes along the sides of its body, not through its mouth. Its blood isn't under pressure, so it doesn't bleed out. A headless cockroach can live for about a week, and it only dies because with no mouth, it finally runs out of water. Give it no food at all, and it lasts a month. It can flatten its body and pour through a gap the width of a coin, then take a crushing force 900 times its own weight and walk away unharmed. It can hold its breath underwater for 40 minutes, and radiation, the thing that unmakes us, barely registers. It shrugs off 6 to 15 times the dose that would kill you. Not because it's magic, because a simple body, built of slow, plain cells, gives destruction very little to grab onto. Here's the part nobody tells you. Being apex is the risky bet. The lion, the shark, the eagle, they're specialists. They need a wide territory, particular prey, a stable world, and they breed slowly. Change that world even a little, and the top of the pyramid is the first thing to crack. The cockroach placed the opposite bet. Eat anything, live anywhere, depend on no one. Breed fast, in the dark, on what everything else throws away. It never climbed the pyramid at all. It became the thing that's still standing after the pyramid comes down. So, apex or nature's favorite? It was never apex. But favorite? Consider this. Of roughly 4,600 kinds of cockroach, only about 30 have anything to do with us. The other 99% are out in the wild right now, quietly running the planet's cleanup crew, eating the dead, recycling it, feeding nitrogen back into the soil that grows the forests that feed everything else. The apex predators are the headline. The cockroach is the fine print at the bottom of the page, and the fine print is the part that's still here. Nature never crowned the strongest. It kept the one that could live on nothing. You've spent your whole life trying to step on the most successful experiment evolution ever ran. Maybe next time, just let it run. If a creature you were taught to hate just became the most impressive animal you've heard of all day, that's the whole point of this channel. Apex Untold. The stories the food chain doesn't advertise.